Hello everyone and welcome to another session of Maths with Milind. Today we are going to learn about division algorithm. So let's get started. What is division algorithm? Division algorithm says that if we have, let's say, px and gx, two polynomials such that degree of p is greater than or equal to degree of g. This is a condition for the division algorithm, right? So because you're talking about division, of course you will divide, but what is the condition when you will divide? You will divide when degree of p will be greater than or equal to degree of g. Clear? This is when. Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Right? So now let's say we have a polynomial. So we'll take one example and then we'll do then we'll do the division algorithm with an example. Now, what does it mean? Division algorithm says that dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is true for numbers as well. Okay, and it's also true for polynomials. Doesn't change. Now, do you know what is, some people have doubt on what is dividend, what is divisor, right? Quotient and remainder people generally know. So I'll tell you what is a dividend and what is a divider. Whenever
The
you write,
dividend is the number and divisor is what you divide it by, right?
correct. So in this case, the denominator is the divisor always, the thing you divide with. And what is being divided, that is numerator, is the dividend. Okay, quotient and remainder everybody knows. We will see it again. So this is remembered by numerator and denominator. Numerator is the dividend, denominator is the divisor. Now let's take one example. So they are saying verify division algorithm. Okay, verify division algorithm. So if we do with the question, it will be much clearer. What is px and qx? They are saying px is equals to 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1, and g of x is x minus 2. Okay, now before you go ahead and verify division algorithm, you have to check whether degree of p is greater than or equals to degree of g. Yes, degree of p is how much? It is 4, correct? It's greater than degree of g, which is 1. Meaning, yes, you are free to go ahead and apply division algorithm, right? Now, how do you apply? So remember, I'll write the steps also. So step 1 is write the polynomials. Okay. Now my polynomials in short form will be POL. Write the polynomials in standard form. So what do I mean by this? I mean that I am gonna write x minus 2. It's already in standard form, and even your px is also in standard form. So 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. Fine. Make sure you write it in standard form. If you rearrange this order, it might lead to a mistake. And it will lead to a mistake because we check, whatever we are going to check needs to have this in standard form. Clear? Now,
So shouldn't there be something with 2x square over there?
no, it's not mandatory. See, polynomial doesn't say that whatever my degree is, then you need to have all the lesser -1 degrees in the expression. Okay. Polynomial only says that it should have numbers and variables, and the variable ka power should be a positive integer. That's it. So there is no need for 2. Okay, to answer the question. Now, coming to this, what do you ask yourself? When you are doing division algorithm, you ask yourself, pick the first term. This is the first term. Think and pick the first term over here. So you will pick the first term in both the places. And your question will be, what should I multiply, right? What should I multiply so that I get this same expression? That is your question always.
Yes, cube.
Okay. So think, what should you multiply with x to get 3x to the power 4? Very simple.
X cube.
Exactly. That's it. You will not check for this number. You will only check for the first term. And that is why we need to write it in standard form. Okay. Then next step, what you will do is you will take both these numbers, right? And you will multiply with the 3x cube and you will write it in this row. So this is already 3x to the power 4, right? Minus 2 into 3x cube will become minus 6x cube. Correct?
Yes, sir.
This is called, call it round 1, whatever you want to call it. This is round 1. Okay. Now subtract it. So when you subtract it, change the sign of this. Okay. Change the sign of your bottom row and then add it. Addition is always easier than subtraction. So this 3x to the power 4 and 3x to the power 4 will get cancelled. Minus 4x cube and plus 6x cube will give you 2x cube. And remember, whatever is left will come down. So minus 3x minus 1 was left. Okay, this will come down. So this completes your round 1. Any doubts?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now second round, you will repeat this step. Right? You will repeat this step, and what will be the steps? The steps will be same. What should you multiply with x so that you get 2x cube now? So what should you multiply? We will multiply plus 2x square. That's it. So if you multiply x into 2x square, we will get 2x cube. Correct? Then multiply the next term of the divisor also with this. So you get minus 2 into 2x square, you will get minus 4x square. That's it. Okay, any doubts? Clear?
Yes.
Change the sign. This is plus, this will become minus, this is minus, this will become plus. Cancel this. Remember, the first column always gets cancelled. It has to get cancelled. Now, there is a scope of mistake over here. Generally, what people do is they will do minus 3x minus 4x square and they will write x square. No, there is no x square term over here. So this will come down as it is, 4x square. Understood? Right? There is no x square term over here, right? So there is nothing to subtract. There is no like term. And again, minus 3x minus 1 will come down as it is. Clear? This is called round 2. So there should be a question, okay, how many rounds should we go and do it? So you should continue. Okay, I'll write it over here. Let me write it over here. Let me pull it down. Step 2. Continue the division rounds until, okay, remember this, degree of remainder, okay, degree of remainder is less than degree of divisor. Okay, degree of remainder is less than degree of divisor. Clear? So this is important. So let's go ahead and finish it. So after every round you check divisor का degree is how much? 1. Remainder का degree is how much? 2. Is it less? No. The round will continue. Okay. Same question you will ask again. What should I multiply with x so that I get 4x square? What is the answer? 4x plus 4x.
Correct.
So write plus 4x. You get 4x square over here. Minus 2 into plus 4x will give you minus 8x. Change the sign. Remember all these steps. Change the sign. First row gets cancelled. 8x minus 3x gives you 5x and minus 1 comes down. Okay. Check. Degree of divisor is now equal to the degree of remainder. Meaning this is your last round. This is round 3. You don't have to write this. Okay. I'm just writing it to explain you. Same question. What should you multiply with x to get 5x? What is the answer? Plus 5. That's all. Right, plus 5. You get 5x and minus 2 into plus 5 gives you minus 10. Change the sign, cancel this. 10 minus 1 gives you 9. Now, degree of remainder is how much? 0. Correct? 0, which is less than degree of divisor, which is equals to 1. Stop here. Okay? This is your division algorithm. That's all. It's not tough. It's very simple, provided you follow these steps and practice it. Understood? Now, the question was verify the division algorithm. Right now, we have just divided. We have not verified it. How will you verify? If
Turn the divisor into quotient.
exactly, if this condition left hand side is equal to right hand side, it is. So in short, what you're doing, you're breaking your dividend into these forms. It can be written as divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is another way of saying it. Let's write. So our dividend is how much? Dividend is 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. Right? This should be equals to, let me write it, quotient divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so let's call it RHS. Quotient divisor is how much? Divisor is x minus 2. Quotient is how much? Quotient is, let's copy this. This is my quotient. What is my remainder? 9. Now, if you expand this and if it matches this expression, then you have verified your division algorithm. So let's open it. Basic multiplication, x will be multiplied with the entire bracket. So multiply this. 3x to the power 4, x into 2x square becomes plus 2x cube, x into 4x becomes 4x square, 5x. Okay, now multiply with minus 2. So minus 2 into 3x cube will become minus 6x cube minus 4x square minus 8x minus 10 plus 9. Right? Now, how do you simplify? You take the like terms and you add and subtract. Do we have any x to the power 4 term? No, you shouldn't, because it's already matching. So 3x to the power 4 remains here. Do we have x cube term? X cube term, yes, we have. We have x cube terms. So plus 2x cube minus 6x cube becomes minus 4x cube. Correct. Then 4x square terms gets cancelled because you can see that there are no x square terms in our dividend. Right? There was no x square term. So it will get cancelled. Then you have x terms. So plus 5x minus 8x gives you minus 3x, and constants give you -1, which is equals to left hand side. Hence, proved. We have verified the division algorithm.